Hello, folks. Okay, this is a quick step-by-step video to tell you, like, of what to do and what not to do if you want to start raiding, like, start a new activity within game. So it's a case of all to do with revenge raids and your base being attacked by AI is all to do with these guys here. And the way it works is if you don't have a skull count and you're just starting off with your reputation, you have to do certain tasks. Once you've completed these tasks, you will be then able to go on a raid, whether it be a wooden base or a stone base, which you will need C4. That's more in depth and more to do with raids itself. This is just a focal point of defending more so your base before prior going on a revenge raid. So we could say we've done the tasks and it's a case of you go on a raid and then it comes back to you gaining a skull count. Now here it is, threat of attack, level 1 skull all the way through to 4. 4 being the highest success rate of being revenge raided. Revenge raided is the nuisance part which most people get upset about, because if a base isn't protected enough, the raiders will come into the base and they will steal most of your prized possessions. That's why a lot of people, when they make bases, they make a main vault room where they store their best loot, because it's the most to being to the point of being impenetrable for the raiders to get to. And the best way for this, so it's more of a ploy for the raiders to focus their energy more on, instead of going for the heart of a base, is a bait chest. And a bait chest just consists of 1 to 2 items, and it doesn't matter how much or good the items are. I've done it with a empty bean can since raiders like missions and revenge raids like has been updated over the time. It's getting better and better. You can place 1 to 2 items in, and the idea of this is you place it on the outskirts of a base so that raiders will think, fuck this, I don't want to break into a stone wall and get further into the base. I'd rather something that's easy to get to, so they will end up only taking this loot. If your outer perimeter is made of all white stone, then the chances are raiders will do a lot of destruction that is shown here. And obviously you work really hard for oak, so you don't want it to be a continuous thing, or they will break through these little white walls and then they'll be into the main core of your base, get into like a selection of all your main chests, maybe even your vault. It's going to be very, very uncommon. I doubt that'd ever happen, but to say that, this is why it is introduced that we have a bait chest. So to stop destruction of white walls, which in a sense can be a pain in the arse anyway, because it's only penetrable to hordes, and we know that level 1 is like shocking and can get destroyed like a piece of piss. We put these up regardless, and the reason why you put level 1 walls up is because raiders, they will look at a level 1 wall as in like, oh, I think I've found a way into the base. So, which is what we'd do in a raid anyway. So if we go to a base and we see a level 1 wall and we start chopping through this, chop through another one, and then we see a white wall. We go, fuck that, I need C4. That's exactly what the raiders are thinking. They haven't prepared for it. So they're more likely to break through a few level 1 walls, and then when they look at level 3, they go, fuck this, let's turn back, I don't want to bother. And they, they'll chop through these and think that that's it. I'd rather than take my chances with just the bait chest, and then I'll leave the map. And that is exactly, that's it in a nutshell. That's all you want to do. So if you've got a few stone walls, fair dues, but leave a few of your outer walls just level 1, and they can always be topped up and rebuilt. It's not a problem. But you're saving resources in the long run by looking after your white walls, because then you can focus on making metal eventually without having to farm oak as much. And then once you've got that, you can start building a mass perimeter around your base while still keeping the wooden walls on the outskirts with the odd few level 3. But then your inner core, you can build that up as much as you want then, and your base can start being like fucking, I'm starting to swear now, my brumminess is coming out, and peaky blindness. But look, you can build your base up, and then even then, you can start working on more of your base further in, of metal, and just great ways of design of doing these little things like a bait chest, and keeping these odd level 1 walls on the outskirts, and then working your way in with level 3. This will save you in the long run of being raided for your loot, and being able to progress and grow and build your base to how you want it to be. But other than that, if you just want to make a very pretty base and grind, then stick to level 3 walls on the outer, and just only do the odd occasional raid. But if you want masses of guns and gain your steel, then obviously you've got to keep on pushing yourself forward for up to level 4 reputation of, and level 4 of like schools. But with that's just being consistent with a bait chest and keeping up to date with your level 1 walls on the outskirts. But that is it in a nutshell. If there's any more questions regarding, just leave us a message, and I'll get back to you.